Hello and welcome to Rosie Radio, and today I made the mistake of criticizing someone online. Now, I didn't know about any of Little Simz' music, or I didn't know the name to it. In researching this, I've found out I probably did know some of her music. All I knew after watching that video was she had a nice voice, and the song was boring as fuck. But I've been since told to listen to some more of her music, get a better perspective on it.
I'm not trying to make music.
I'll give you my opinion on it. So the song we're looking at today is 101 FM by Little Simz, of course. And the first thing I want to start with is the end. Because the end, the outro, I really, really love the outro. I love the style of it. I think it's innovative. I think it's cool. I think the effect it has is really fun. So she has this radio effect, is what happens. Is she's sort of singing and it cuts out the music to be like, welcome to the radio, whatever. I can't remember the exact lyrics. But it was really nice and I really liked it. I also liked how that's sort of the only mention of the title. But of course the title has deeper meaning and I've been researching. Of course, this is mostly about my opinion on the music, but I did some researching. The title is in reference to her own music label, which isn't really an independent music label because she uses some other people for actually doing the music label stuff, but I still think it's good. I still think it's something to be proud of. It's sort of, the song is about her past and where she's come from, and I think the title is much more, this is me now, this is the future. AGE 101 or Age 101, I don't know which one it is. It's her label, and that's what it's referencing to by 101 FM. And I think it also sort of alludes to the fact that we don't really, radio's dying and we're streaming a lot more. So it first released on Apple Music, I think. And that's the world we live in now. That's the radio now. It shows that Little Simz is more than just an artist. She's in the back, she's putting the work in, she's getting all that sorted out. And I think that says something about the type of songs she's going to be creating. It's not just about the lyricism for her, there's a lot more meaning to her art, I think. And I think that's something we'll see as we go further on, is her music, where sometimes there might be failings in my eyes, of her rhythm and stuff, and her flow. It's much more in purpose of serving the message, the meat of the song. And I think she has really good lyricism in the sense that she tells a really good story. Another thing, the song itself was part of her third studio album, and that was her first album to ever get into any of the charts, and it charted in 3 countries, and it was also an album that had been sort of long in the waiting. She had released an album 1 year, an album 2 years, not 2 years, 1 year later, and then it was 3 years before this one came out. But back to the song itself, 101 FM. Her voice and her flow are amazing on this. That's not what I'm going to be criticizing at all. I really do want to emphasize that her voice and her flow is really one of my favorite parts about it. And it's not just my favorite part about this song in particular, or her in particular. It's like, in general, in rap, especially female rap, this is the sort of flow I look for. It's a personal bias, but I really like a bit of a lower, more soulful voice in rap. And I think that's what I'm looking for. And I think that's what a lot of people are looking for, because for a while, the biggest female rap artists, the biggest women in rap have been, Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. And while they both have good sounding good songs, Cardi B less so, they have really sort of made female rap into this thing which is really high pitched voice, really sort of squeaky, and that's just not my taste. So I really like what she's doing here. That said, after listening to the song many times in preparation for this, something I did find quite grating was the chorus. The chorus, I think it's good. I think it's much more unique. It's not what I criticised the bit I saw on Instagram earlier about. It's unique, perhaps too unique for a chorus. It's quite grating. The words don't quite fit right, and I think that's obviously a stylistic choice. I think that's purposeful, but I also think when you've got the repetition of it, it doesn't work that well. You really see it being repeated. Sometimes with a chorus, it's very flowy, it's very sort of background, and I think there's there's a lot to be said about music that isn't background music, music that sort of takes you out of the music to say, here, listen to what I'm saying now. But the chorus isn't particularly deep. It's, you know, just about her playing video games back in the day. And I think if you want to have this very take you out of the music sort of style, you should really back it up with some verse that deserves being taken out of the flow. I don't think it's a bad verse. I think it's a bad chorus. I don't think it should be the chorus. Something I will say about this chorus is when I watched the music video, it's much better mixed. The chorus sounds much better. The repetition of the chorus sounds much, much better on the music video, and I don't know why this is, but I think there are some other elements on the music video as well. It sort of fades out a couple of times, and it's probably to show you, emphasize what's happening on the screen. But I think that it really breaks things up because the beat is quite repetitive. I like the beat. I like the beat because it's quite sort of offbeat. It's a bit weird, but it's not too melodic. It's not too. It doesn't distract from her singing. Singing, rapping, same thing. But that beat is still fairly, you know, boom, 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 boom. You know, it doesn't bring a lot to the music on its own. I think it's really nice in the intro. I really like the intro where it's just the beat and it's just a mad or something. But yeah, lyrically, as I said, this song is good. Not in the way that it's always the best rhythm, not the way it's always the best flow, but the story, what she's saying, it's really good. It's a cohesive story. It has emotions, it has relatability, and I think that sometimes there can be a real challenge getting that into your song without sometimes compromising the flow of it. So I think if that happens, fair enough. However, I'm not sure that has happened in this song because the verses themselves flow fine. It's primarily this chorus. This chorus I have a problem with. Maybe I'll change my mind. Maybe I'll grow to like it. In general, I think there are some parts where it's not the most creative song. It's not the most enthralling, amazing, crazy song. It's not avant-garde. It's quite simple. It's a bit derivative on other sort of wrap around there. But I think it's because it focuses on that story. It tells a good story. The music is good. I don't think it's bad at all. There are parts I don't like, but I think in general, her flow and her control over the music is really, really good. And the mix is generally good. I do think I like the music video mix a bit more, but the mix is well done. It's a well done song, but I think if it wasn't so well produced, if she didn't have such a nice voice, if there wasn't a story there, it would be subpar. Anyway, another thing about the chorus, I do want to say it very much can be intentional. I think sort of breaking it up, sort of saying, this is what I'm saying. I think that's really good. I like it in Denzel Curry, I think, sort of does this. I think I don't listen to Denzel Curry in the background while I'm doing stuff. Some of his more recent stuff, some of his more poppy stuff, you can do that too. But I think of a lot of his old stuff, it's sit here, listen to this music, you've got to take it in. And I really like that. I think that's very much an artistic way of going about making music. It's not there for the listener's comfort, it's there to relay information. And I think art is all about communication. I think it's a really nice thing to have. And I think this song does do that. And I just think the chorus could have benefited from having some more of the realness, if it was gonna stick out like that, you know? I think it's just highlighting the wrong part of the song. Anyway, while I was researching this, I watched a Genius video by her, and I do think that they focus, obviously, on the lyrics. It's about the lyrics, it's about analysing poetry and stuff. That's what Genius is. But I do think it sort of creates this false idea of what people are thinking when they're making music. I think it sort of seems like, oh, it's all so deep, there's so much meaning behind it. When I don't think there always is. I think sometimes they're explaining lines and just like trying to hide that they're doing it for the rhyme. And I think the flow is really important. I think sort of trying to hide behind, oh, it's all about the story, oh, it's all about the emotion, when you've got this really beautiful tapestry of like rhymes that aren't at the end, you know, all the inside ones and stuff. all the sort of literary techniques that make it beautiful to listen to. And I think they just completely ignore that, and I don't think that's right. I don't like that, because I just like, oh, so why did you say this? And it's like, did you say it because of that? If it's because of that, that's a good reason. But did you also say it for another reason? Did you also say it because it sounds nice? And I think it sounding nice is always an important part of music. Maybe she doesn't focus on that at all, but I'd like to think she does, because it sounds pretty nice. And if she's doing that, not trying to sound nice,
I'm not driving, I'm swerving. Girl, I'm tossing and turning. My license says that I'm learning, but I'm not. I'm really pissed and I'm yearning from all the weed I've been burning and all the baddies I message. Don't think I'm hot. What?
I'm really sorry to hear that, bae, but you know that hot girls can't drive.
Crash the car now. Got a chauffeur, a fur coat, chic when we chillin' on the sofa. Crash the car now. No, I can't drive. Hot girl shit, yeah, you know we gonna all thrive. I've been in the Mercedes, but I prefer a limousine. I put style over speed. I treat all my girls like queens. We ain't getting in your business class. No need to think it when you got ass. No need to work for it, so grab a glass. Birth rate, champagne, on tap, no cash. I'm not driving, I'm swerving. Girl, I'm tossing and turning. My license says that I'm learning, but I'm not. I'm really pissed and I'm yearning from all the weed I've been burning and all the baddies I message. Don't think I'm hot. Crash the car now. Got a chauffeur, fur coat, chic when we chillin' on the sofa. Crash the car now. No, I can't drive. Hot girl shit, yeah, you know we gonna all thrive. I've been in the Mercedes, but I prefer a limousine. I put style over speed. I treat all my girls like queens. We ain't getting in your business class. No need to think about it, you got ass. No need to work for it, so grab a glass. Birth rate, champagne, on tap, no cash.